மூச்சினிலே எங்கள் பேச்சினிலே நின்று முட்டி ததும்பிய சொல் மூண்டெழுந்தே அந்த வானம் அதிர்ந்திட முழங்கும் பேரிரைச்சல். மூச்சினிலே எங்கள் பேச்சினிலே நின்று முட்டி ததும்பிய சொல் மூண்டெழுந்தே அந்த வானம் அதிர்ந்திட முழங்கும் பேரிரைச்சல். முஸ்லிம் லீக் ஜிந்தாபாத், முஜாஹித மில்லத் ஜிந்தாபாத், ஜிந்தாபாத் ஜிந்தாபாத். முஸ்லிம் லீக் ஜிந்தாபாத், முனீருல் மில்லத் ஜிந்தாபாத், ஜிந்தாபாத் ஜிந்தாபாத்.
இந்தியா வெற்றி பெறும். இந்தியா ஒன்றுபடும். இந்தியா வெற்றி பெறும். இந்தியா ஒன்றுபடும். இந்தியா வெற்றி பெறும்.
அஸ்ஸலாமு அலைக்கும். தேங்க்யூ. இங்கே தமிழ் பேசும்போது மட்டும்தான் நீங்கள் கை தட்டுறது. ஆனால் எந்த மொழியில் சொல்லணும்னு நீங்கள் சொல்லுங்கள். மலையாளமா தமிழா இங்கிலீஷாக வேணும், மிக்ஸ் பண்ணலாம். நாகூர் ஹனீஃபா இறந்ததில்லை, இப்போதும் உயிரோடு இருக்கு. நீங்கள் நிறுத்தாதே, நீங்கள் பாடிட்டே இருக்கீங்க. இன்ஷா அல்லாஹ் கரூர் யூனுஸ் என்று அறியப்படும். இன்ஷா அல்லாஹ் பள்ளப்பட்டி யூனுஸ், பள்ளப்பட்டி நிறைய சிஸ்டர் இருக்கு. தமிழ்நாடு நிறைய நிகழ்ச்சி எப்போதும் இருக்கு. கோயம்புத்தூரில் ஒரு பள்ளி மஸ்ஜித் ഇനാഗ്രേഷനുക്ക് കമ്മിറ്റി വന്ന് എന്നെ ഇൻവൈറ്റ് ചെയ്ത് എന്നെ കൂപ്പിട്ട്. അപ്പോൾ നിറയെ ബിസി ആയിരുന്നേ. ഞാൻ അവരോട് சொன்ன டேட் இல்லை, அப்புறம் வரேன்னு சொன்னப்போ அவர் சொல்லி உங்களை வாப்பா செய்து മൊബൈൽ ശാബ്ദങ്ങൾ തമിഴ്നാട്ടിലെ എന്ത് നികേഷിക്ക് വിളിച്ചാലും കേരള നികേഷ് എല്ലാം மாற்றி கேன்சல் பண்ணி தமிழ்நாட்டிലേക്ക് പോകും. அதுக்கப்புறம் தமிழ்நாட்டை யார் விളിച്ചാலும் ഞാൻ கண்டிப்பாக போகும். நிறைய நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு நான் வந்திருக்கு. தமிழ்நாட்டில் எத்தனையோ தவணை வந்திருக்கு. நிறைய கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் வந்திருக்கு, நிக்கா வந்திருக்கு, அபு ஃபாரிஸ் நிக்கா வந்திருக்கு, ஃபட்டானி, அமீன். நீங்கள் எல்லாம் என் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸுமா, என் பிரதர் மாதிரி. நீங்கள் எல்லாரும் இந்த கூடலூர் நம்ம மலையாளி ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் தான். முஜீப் எல்லாம் இருக்குது, பைசல் இருக்குது. அல்ஹம்துலில்லாஹ். கேரளா தமிழ்நாடு அங்கே அதிருப்தி இல்லை, வரம்பு இல்லை, எல்லாம் ஒன்று தான். கேரளா மட்டும் இல்லை, இந்தியன் யூனியன் முஸ்லீம் லீഗ് இந்த தேசிய தளத்தில் வளர்ந்து கொண்டே இருக்கு. இன்ஷா அல்லாஹ் 27 കോടി രൂപ കായികമില്ലത്ത് സെൻറ്ററിന് വേണ്ടി നമ്മളൊക്കെ ആ ഒരു ധനസമാഹരണം ഫണ്ട് റൈസിങ് നമ്മൾ ചെയ്ത് ഇൻഷാ അല്ലാഹ് കുറഞ്ഞ നാളുക്കുള്ളിൽ அங்கே ஒரு நேஷனல் கமிட்டி ஆஃபீஸ் வரப்போகுது. இது இந்த நாடு தமிழ்நாடு முஸ்லிம் லீக் பிறந்த இடம், காயிதமில்லத்து ஊர். காயிதமில்லத் முகமது இஸ்மாயில் சாஹிப் அவர் கேவலம் தமிழ்நாடுக்கு மட்டுமல்ல നേതാവല്ല, ഇന്ത്യക്ക് മറ്റും ഉള്ള ലീഡർ था അവർ. ये आफ्टर 1947 why he took initiative to form this great organization. He was a leather merchant. He should have kept silent and went on with his job. And to maintain that and to protect his philosophy and ideology and his political career, it is our responsibility to think and discuss what can be done. As the offspring of Muslim League leaguers, the Youth League had organized a wonderful 2-day camp. On behalf of Kerala State Committee, I congratulate the President, Mr. Yunus, General Secretary Ansar Madar, and our Abu Faris, and also the leaders of National Office Bias leaders are here. Mr. Hassan Zakaria, Ilyas Dindikal, Faisal Godallur, Muhammad Yunus, Abu Faris. And also I'm very happy to meet our madam, the Women League President Fatima Muzaffarji. Also her husband Muzaffar Sahib is here, and Shahjahan. And all our office bearers of Tamil Nadu State Committee. And Shibu Miran is here, and other. And I'm very happy that something is happening in Tamil Nadu. And Tamil Nadu witnessed, Chennai witnessed the most historical conference of Muslim League last March 10. It was a very proud moment. In a state like Tamil Nadu, lakhs of people, they gathered, and Mukha Stalin came and he showed his solidarity for the Muslim League, and it was a very acceptance for the Muslim League, because people say Muslim League is a communal party, and they tried to polarize, telling Muslim League, keeping the name Muslims, how can be Muslim League be secular? I hope you have heard Rahul Gandhi's press meet in America. He was asked by the press persons, you are a Congress leader, and in Kerala you are aligned with Congress, Muslim League party. People say that Muslim League party is communal. And what he replied, anybody can tell? Avarenna sonnare, Rahul Gandhi, Muslim League
It's a secular party.
Yeah. He said, Muslim League never been anti-secular, always been secular, and those who are saying this, they have not studied about Muslim League. Muslim League பற்றி படிக்காதவர் மட்டும்தான் அப்படி சொல்கிறதுன்னு ஒரு சொன்னார். Not only Rahul Gandhi, K.C. Venugopal, P. Chidambaram, everybody who are aligned with, or anybody who is forefront of political party, they accept that Muslim League is a secular party. Because, when India was divided, Qaid-e-Millat Muhammad Ismail Sahib, along with his team, he formed this political party, and we all know that it was formed in March 10 in Rajaji Hall, 1948. The people who remained here, they were illiterate, they didn't have a guidance. They were living in an inferiority situation. They didn't have education. They didn't have wealth. And in 1947, when India was divided, it was formed as a democracy. We have seen the dictators, those who had ruled many countries without any consent from the people, and they just order and people should accept. And here, when the democracy was born, Qaeda Millat and Muslim League tried to connect the Muslims and the democracy. It is not a Muslim party. It is a party for who are pathetic, who are suppressing people. And the Muslim League raised voice for the suppressed people, not only in India, anywhere the Muslims or the minorities suffer. Muslim League always in forefront to raise voice for them. E. Ahmad Sahib, who was E. Ahmad Sahib? E. Ahmad, the former president of Muslim League, and he was a minister for external affairs. And UPA government, Manmohan Singh sent E. Ahmad to Palestine. Palestine, always the Muslims in Palestine were suffering for the past 6 decades. And Muslim League always raised voice for them. Even C.H. Modukoya was here. He always, did a lot of agitation, a lot of statement about that to show the solidarity for the Palestine Muslims. And E. Ahmad Sahib, he went to Palestine and he prayed, that time Yasser Arafat was house arrested. He was arrested in a house. And the people, the world people, the world leaders, like those who are, fight against America, Venezuelan president and other leaders who are claimed to be the leftist. And those leaders never shown up to show the solidarity for the Muslims of Palestine. Ahmad Sahib, he went with the help of Indian government and he offered a lot of money and vehicle, and he prayed Jummah in Maqs al-Aqsa along with Yasser Arafat. He was such a brave leader. And Muslim League, he represented Muslim League, he represented India. And we feel that, in anybody who suffer, who suppress, we have the responsibility to show our solidarity and raise our voice for them. And he was sent to United Nations many times. Even the Vajpayee government sent him. Vajpayee government was a BJP government, but still they sent E. Ahmad Sahib because he had that capacity to talk for the minorities of India. And what we realize, say Sadiq Ali Shah Tangal, along with 4 MPs, our MP Nawaz Ghani Saab, E.T. Mohammad Bashir Saab, P.V. Abdul Wahab ji, Samadani Sahib, they went a delegation to Manipur. Manipur is not an issue for Muslims, but the violence which started, months back, the government never tried to solve it, and the PM never raised a voice about it. And Muslim League delegation went and showed their solidarity the Christian priests were there. They had an agitation. They took part in that agitation. They visited some camps. So these are the responsibility that we are doing. The Muslim League is nationally needed. When who is there to protect the Muslims and minorities in India, where there is a government which always try to polarize and to kill the rights of the citizens. We celebrate the democracy more than 75 years. Now the word democracy itself, it becomes an imagination. We are not feeling that this democracy is existing, because there are a lot of issues like CA, NRC, it happened. A lot of agitation around the globe had in different, the people took part in Delhi, Shaheen Bagh, and Muslim Youth League did a Shaheen Bagh in Calicut, 40 days, to show to demanding the amendment of CA and NRC. And now the parliament has been called. There is no parliament, normally doesn't happen in this month. It's happening only in winter season. And we don't know what is the agenda. Even the parliamentary minister, he doesn't know what it is for. They are calling a meeting, a parliament session, and they are just using the parliament as an oven to cook some agendas. Now they are, they in their manifesto they were focusing on uniform civil code, and the discussion started. Even the NDA alliance parties were against to that approach, and they also demanded to withdraw that. And there is also a proposal to have a one election. And here what we are seeing, to make this country a religious country, Mother Ashram, to make India a fundamental country. What they have done, what Hitler had experimented in Germany, the same way, the books written by Goldwalker and other RSS leaders are focusing, defining the country. We, the nationhood, we defined, there's a book. So in that book, they clearly said, whosoever, doesn't follow the ideology of the Hinduism, they can go back. The foreign religion which had come to India, like Christianity and Islam, if they are not accepting, if they are not following the ideology, they can go back. And that was the CA, NRC, it was one of the initial thing that, they have put forward. And Muslim League always had tried, to protect our rights. And here what I'm saying, not take much time, because you're all tired, you have to go back. Only through the political empowerment we can sustain in a democratic country. We have to raise our voice in decision-making platforms, in the assembly, in the parliament, in the panchayat. There is no, we can make use of our emotions. That's what BJP is trying. They are trying to make use of their emotions and faith to gain the political gain. So what I'm trying to say, there will be a day come, we have to give hope. The leaders are the dealers of hope. We have the responsibility to protect our democracy and talk, there is a lot of apolitical works are going. So we have to give them political knowledge. We have to teach them, how important is the politics. So in this camp, when you go back, you have heard a lot of speech by leaders since yesterday, and they have given an idea, what should our work to be in the future. So when we go back, there are representatives from 36 districts and 130 members are here. So it is not, fair to go back and relax. But you have a responsibility, you should go and act according to what the decision have taken place here. And there is a election going to come in 2024. And we have a MP who won in our sign, our Nawaz Ghani. He won from the constituency Ramanathapuram. Inshallah, we will again win. Inshallah. So, the youth, under the leadership of our Yunus, Ansar and Bufaris and other team, inshallah, you do a better job. You should show something, there will be a social change. Because socially we have to engage. Our platform, this is not only for a political gain. We can do a lot of service. Our missionary can do a lot of service. It is a platform to do the social work. So there are a lot of humanitarian works, educational work. Shibu Miran is here, and they are, running in every state. They are running and trying to, see the reality of our nation. Now we are always saying that we are victims, but only to keep us victims, that is their agenda. But we have to give hope and we have to work. We have to do something. We must be a doer. So inshallah, we can do a lot of things. Inshallah, may Allah bless, and all of you, may Allah help. And also I pray for Qadam Majid Sahib, who couldn't come here. In his leadership, inshallah, we can do a lot of things. May Allah bless all of us. Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum. And also I mentioned our Faisal's father in Nilagiri district, President, our KP Mohammed Sahib, who passed away. And also we pray for his ma'afra. And also the Tirunelveli, my brother took a note, gave a note that there are a lot of cancer patients. May Allah give them speedy recovery. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Allahumma jama'a baynana wa baynahum. Allahumma ja'al hadana Allah jama'ana jama'an marhuma wa la tafarraqna min ba'di tafarruqan ma'suma. Allahumma inna nas'aluka mujibat rahmatika wa azaima maghfiratik. Salamatan min kulli ismin wa ghanimatan min kulli bid'in wal fawza bil jannati wa najatan min an-nar. ربنا هب لنا من ازواجنا وذرياتنا قرة اعين واجعلنا متقين اماما. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. آمين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. السلام عليكم.
Muslim League Jindabad, Muslim League Jindabad, Muslim League Jindabad. Bola 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 takbir bola.
محمد وبارك وسلم عليه.
آمين.
اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وخطايانا كلها يا رب العالمين.
آمين.
ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا. ربنا يسر لنا أمورنا مع الراحة في قلوبنا ودنيانا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
آمين.
يا الله எங்களுடைய இந்த பணிகளை
MYL जिंदाबाद, MYL जिंदाबाद, यूथ लीग जिंदाबाद, यूथ लीग जिंदाबाद, नारा तकबीर, नारा तकबीर, नारा तकबीर, मुस्लिम लीग जिंदाबाद, मुस्लिम लीग जिंदाबाद, यूथ लीग जिंदाबाद, मुस्लिम लीग जिंदाबाद, मुस्लिम लीग जिंदाबाद, यूथ लीग जिंदाबाद, यूथ लीग जिंदाबाद, अल्लाहू अकबर।
அன்பானவர்களே, நீங்கள் நடத்துகின்ற அனைத்து விதமான நிகழ்ச்சிகளையும் மிக துல்லியமாக வீடியோ ஆடியோவுடன் ஒளிப்பதிவு செய்து அதனை உலக மக்களுக்கு கொண்டு சேர்க்க யூடியூப் மூலமாக மிக சிறந்த முறையில் அப்லோடு செய்து தருகின்றோம். மேலும் நீங்கள் நடத்தும் நிகழ்ச்சிக்கு மக்களை அழைப்பதற்கு வாட்ஸ்அப் விளம்பரமும் மிக சிறப்பான முறையில் செய்து தருகிறோம். விவரங்களுக்கு RSD மீடியா 9841898044 மற்றும் 9840002347 என்ற எண்ணுக்கு தொடர்பு கொள்ளுங்கள்.